an interesting concept. What's the website?
Vialoflife.com. That's VIALOFLIFE.com.
And people can download the form and get the stickers. I was really impressed with this because I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm home, and what happens if something happens to me and I'm able to dial 911, but can't get to the door or anything else? And I had to actually look up and remember what my blood type was.
Well, they won't. Nobody will take you. You can put your blood type down, but the truth is they will always type your blood in the hospital.
Okay.
They don't want to make that mistake. They've done that too many times. And it leads into, I'm chairman of the board of the Vial of Life Project, but I'm also chief executive officer of SeniorSafety.com, which will help you if you can't get to the phone and you have an emergency. You know the old help me, I've fallen, I can't get up?
Oh, and you have the push button thingy.
Have the push button that calls, and we tell them about the Vial of Life on the refrigerator. We connect them together.
It's kind of an interesting project, and I was kind of impressed with it.
Well, thank you.
I filled out my form, and I have to print it, and I noticed that you can either save it or not save it.
Exactly.
And then
that's how you can know we're really not using your data. We want you to be comfortable to use it anyway. I think the smart thing is to save it so you can go back and change it, because filling it all out again is a pain.
Right.
But we certainly don't want you to be paranoid or worried about we're going to use your information. So use it one way, use it the other. Just print out a form and fill it out if you're that paranoid. But we have no reason to use your data.
It was where did I see it? I think it was in the Cleveland Plain Dealer the other day.
That's where it was, yes.
Yeah, it was on the business section of the Cleveland Plain Dealer the other day. That's what I got it. And I grabbed the newspaper, and I was sitting at home this morning, and I said, where is that paper? And you save it because you figure, this ought to be useful. That's how I got it. It was in the Plain Dealer the other day. It looks very interesting, and I'm going to use it. I'm personally going to use it.
Good for you, Joe. And you're doing such a nice public service by getting it over the airwaves and telling more people. I can't tell you how many fire marshals and health officials and nursing advocates that promote this and help it. And we've done probably 300 Eagle Scouts, which surprised me. I didn't know it. Apparently they have an ending project they have to do for the community. And we've donated so many decals to Eagle Scouts who use this, and they actually go to maybe 100 people's homes each, fill it out for them, help the senior. It's a nice touch.
Well, it looks like it may really help somebody. I actually carry in my car my living will.
I went to the hospital and I didn't bring it with me. Shame on me, but you're right.
I carry it in my car, and I don't know where I think it's in the glove compartment, because they'll usually look in the glove compartment. I used to carry it like in the pocket behind the seat. Most people don't look there.
Exactly. Glove compartment is an excellent place for it.
But you carry your durable power of health care, because who knows what's going to happen. If something happens to you, then the first thing they're going to do is probably look through the glove compartment and see, geez, the guy's an organ donor. They asked me if I wanted to donate my piano, and I said no, but I'd donate my organ.
That's pretty funny.
And, I became an organ donor, and I figured maybe I can help somebody if I pass on with whatever.
I'm with you on that, and boy, it's been a controversy in my own mind. It's like, God, for me, I want to be cremated and spread around the oceans or the mountains that I love, but it's like, God, do I really want to donate organs? And when you realize how important that is, how much you pass on, and in a way, live on yourself. I wish everyone would become an organ donor.
There was an accident. I can't remember the exact thing. I think it was on the news a week or 2 weeks ago in Cleveland. Some person died. A young person unfortunately died, and the parents or something donated the organs, and it helped. I can't say it saved lives, but it helped 7 people.
Isn't that amazing? There was a really neat movie about that. I forget. Woody Harrelson was in it. he got a pair of eyes from someone, but a person was committing their own death and figured out first who anonymously he wanted to give the organs to. It's quite an interesting movie.
And usually it's anonymous, but sometimes, people make known who and how, and
of course,
all of a sudden come back again and say, geez, 30 years ago your son so-and-so passed away, and here's my daughter, and they, whatever it is, they get to know each other, kind of thing.
Imagine that most people only get the organ donation when their family member needs it and it becomes an important topic. It is so important for people. I don't know why they're afraid to donate their organs, but we could save so many lives every year. Just like the Vial of Life saves an awful lot of lives passively, but giving an organ is a blessing.
How about a small, I may be goofy, but how about a small sticker, like 1 inch by 1 inch or 2 inches by 2 inches you could stick on the refrigerator, say it's in here, or I could stick on my glove compartment instead of this big sticker.
Well, this sticker,
30 years,
or to grab the first responder's eye, because it's mainly used in the home.
Right, but I'm saying if you had a small, like a 1.5 inch one I could stick on my glove compartment door or stick on the corner.
That would be great, but I've got to tell you, putting out 3 million of these, it's not cheap printing all of them, let alone the $1.22 postage that we send along with the instructions and stuff. So, by putting an electronic site up where you could store or use it, order them, allows me to distribute large quantities. We probably go through now 100,000 decals every month or two. So we print them 100,000 at a time. We get a good price, but nonetheless, it's my gift to society for me. I try to do nice charity things. I'm weird. I don't believe in donating to the big charities. I don't know if my money's being used right. I'm lucky enough to have become a wealthy man. And
let me give you my address.
A couple of years ago, I fed a village of children in, I can't even think of the African town's name now.
Charitable fund you can donate to. Called the Joe Rossman Benevolent Society.
Joe, I have a sneaking suspicion that you're doing quite well. Because I heard you've been on the air 31 years, and I've been in this industry 31 years.
But I don't get paid for this deal.
Come on, Joe. Fess up. You're too good to not be making money.
I don't get paid. I'm retired. Fun.
I retired at 45, went broke in the .com, and decided I'm 63 now, and decided I'll never retire again.
Yeah, I don't. I'm retired. I got out of my business. Gee whiz, 97. So it's been 14 years ago and 15 years ago, and I'm busier now than I've ever been. But I have a lot of fun with this, and I enjoy this, and I meet people like you, and run into different things, and I try to pass on information. It's primarily an automotive-based show, but here's a show, automotive or not. Okay, let's talk about something that can help you.
You do it well.
And help you and save you money and do things for you. So regardless if it's driving your car or riding in your car, you may need this Vial of Life one day.
And particularly in your home. And if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your parents. They need the help.
I wish I had the opportunity to do that, but you know that story.
I hear you.
But tell them again, okay, it's called the Vial of Life.
Right, in which they can find out all the info at vialoflife.com.
Today you don't even need a phone number anymore. It's just...
Isn't that amazing?
Here's my website. Go to my website. It tells you everything about me.
Yeah, and I'm a geek, so I create lots of websites, but they're mostly for free.
But it's, let's see, Vial, save Vial. I got to save that. I got to save that.
Because you're going to get calls after I get off, Joe.
Yeah.
Your operator's going to be asked, what was that?
I'm going home.
Who comes on after you?
I don't know what's on, a network show or something. I don't know. But it's kind of interesting. Vial of Life, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to save a life, the life you save may be your own. That's an interesting thing,
Indeed.
Save may be your own.
Absolutely.
Jeff Miller, thank you very much for the opportunity to talk with you this evening.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure, and thank you for having me, Joe, and maybe we'll meet up sometime.
No So someday you're in, where are you, in
I'm sitting on the beach looking at the Venice Pier out my window.
Marina del Rey.
Marina del Rey. I'm a beachy.
Do you live in Venice?
No, I live in Marina del Rey. Venice is just across the Venice Pier from me.
Across the pier. I love it. I have friends that live in the valley, and when I go to California, I take my bike, or I take a bike from the house, and I love to drive down Venice, through the Venice Beach area and ride around the marina back in.
I do it all the time, and you know what? I wind up in the valley because I keep my plane at the Van Nuys Airport.
Oh, Jody Maroney's.
Oh, yeah, it's like about a third of a mile up the boardwalk from me.
Jody.
Great sausage.
Hot dogs, and I love that place, and the skateboarding dog.
They've really changed it. I don't know how long it's been since you've been out here. It's quite impressive.
I was here last year. I was there.
So you've seen it. Yeah, they've improved it quite a bit. I don't skateboard, but it's pretty cool.
It's an interesting place, and I kind of take the bike and wind through all the back alleys, and it's
come on, Joe. You go down the bike path and look at the pretty women.
Oh, yeah, right. The ones with all the jewelry in their lifts and...
Listen, it's the land of fruits and nuts. Thank you, my friend. Pleasure.
Make us feel bad. What's the weather today?
It's kind of chilly. It's like 60.
Well, it's 16. It's going to be between 5 and 16.
I love you guys. Someone has to do that. I moved from Philadelphia to here, so I didn't deal with that.
Thank you much, buddy.
You take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.